Hey wine lovers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jacqueline, this is Hourglass of Wine, and today we have another video on wine education for wine enthusiasts that are just beginning to approach the world of wine. Today, we're looking at a white wine grape that holds a little secret. Technically, it's a gray grape. In fact, while it's almost always vinified into a white wine, the skin of this grape has a beautiful pinkish gray hue. And in fact, this is right in the name. Gris will mean gray in French. So here's the story of the gray grape, Pinot Gris. And it starts with one of the world's most beloved red grapes, Pinot Noir. Believe it or not, Pinot Gris is actually a color mutation of Pinot Noir. Think of it like a genetic sibling that took a slightly different path to success. This explains why you might sometimes see a faint pink tinge to the grapes, and the wines might have a richer golden color. So, like its relation, Pinot Noir, Pinot Gris will thrive in a cool to moderate climate. These conditions allow the grapes to ripen slowly, developing rich, fruity flavors while retaining good levels of acidity, which Pinot Gris is not particularly high in naturally anyway. And speaking of those ideal climates, Pinot Gris has found a major home in northern Italy, where it is internationally known with its Italian name Pinot Grigio, with Grigio being Italian for gray. In fact, Italy boasts the largest global production of the grape, focused particularly in the northeastern regions of Veneto, Friuli Venezia Giulia, and Trentino Alto Adige. However, this insane production does have a price. While Italy produces a lot of Pinot Grigio, it's often associated with medium to low quality wines that are light-bodied and relatively inexpensive bulk wines. They are typically made to be crisp, refreshing, and easy drinking. They will often feature delicate notes of citrus and pear fruit. They serve a purpose as an approachable, low-cost, widely available white wine. However, this reputation doesn't tell the whole story of what Pinot Gris is truly capable of offering wine lovers in their glasses. This is because Pinot Gris is actually a versatile grape that can be made in two very distinct and separate styles. The first, which we can broadly call the Italian style for simplicity's sake, focuses on producing the aforementioned light-bodied wines with high acidity and relatively simple fruit flavors. This style will emphasize freshness, youth, and drinkability, making it a great easy sipper in warm weather, as an aperitif, or paired with certain light dishes like seafood, salads, and grilled vegetables. But in the second style, we see that Pinot Gris is capable of producing fuller-bodied, higher-quality wines with greater complexity and structure. This is achieved through more careful vineyard management, including controlled yields to concentrate flavors, and thus this allows the grapes to reach a greater level of ripeness at harvest time. The result is a wine with richer aromas, a more full body, and sometimes an almost oily texture, and often there will be notes of ripe stone fruit, honey, and subtle spices like ginger. This style of Pinot Gris also pairs well with more structured foods like grilled poultry or even pork. Often, international winemakers will use the name of the grape to denote this distinction between the Italian style and the more complex style, as Pinot Grigio will represent the light Italian style, and Pinot Gris will represent the more complex, full-bodied style. As well, regardless of the style, the use of oak barrels is generally not common with Pinot Gris. Winemakers will typically prefer inert vessels like stainless steel tanks to preserve the grape's fruity aromas and flavors. All right, now that we have learned the main characteristics of Pinot Gris, let's find out where it grows best. While Italy, as we saw earlier, is definitely a major player on the scene, Germany and France also have long-standing traditions of growing Pinot Gris, with Germany calling it Grauburgunder or Ruhlander. The Pinot Gris from Alsace, a French region bordering Germany, like this bottle here, are particularly renowned and considered among some of the best examples of Pinot Gris globally. Here, you will find incredibly complex and full-bodied Pinot Gris, and it's not uncommon to encounter delicious off-dry versions with a touch of residual sugar there. If we look into the New World, Oregon in the Pacific Northwest has emerged as a producer of outstanding Pinot Gris, often showcasing their richer, more complex style. In coastal California, just to the south, they are creating a reputation for good Pinot Gris as well, but those wines will tend to be lighter bodied and fresher in style than their Oregon counterparts. And that is all for today's exploration of Pinot Gris. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more wine knowledge poured from our glass to yours. In the meantime, you can continue learning about other grape varieties with this video here. Cheers!